Okay, so continuamos. Um, it is now November 9th, Monday, and a lady calls me and she's like, "We saw your inquiry online for the red Hyundai Elantra Value Edition 2020, brand new, okay?" And so I was like, "Yeah, that was me. I'm interested." And she's like, "When do you want to come in for a test drive?" And I was like, "Actually, I'm not coming in for a test drive. I'm done. I'm tired. I've cried too much." Well, I didn't tell her that part, but I was like, "Listen, I'm not coming in for a test drive. And I know this is a car that I want and I'm ready to get it. I just want to know how much I have to pay because, side note, because I'm tired of y'all dealerships like telling me I got to pay this. And then when I get there, you gonna charge a person. And so I want to know what I have to pay right now. So what I said to her was, I'm not coming in. Okay. I'm not coming in, but that's a car that I want. Do you have it in stock? And how much do I have to pay? And she was like, "Okay, we'll do a credit application online over the phone, and I'll call you back and let you know what you have to pay." And I was like, "Okay." And so we did the little application online or whatever, and she was like, "Okay, I'll run these and I'll get back to you." And so she called me back in a couple minutes and was like, uh, "It'll be $22,540." And I was like, "Okay." This is just me being me. I was like, "Well, actually, I have better numbers elsewhere and I just really don't feel comfortable paying that. Sorry, thank you." And she was like, well, like there was a pause. I couldn't see her face, but she was like, um, "Okay then, have a nice day." And she hung up the phone and I was like, "Well, logically, let me just go back to the first person and tell my dad I tried and whatever." But then like half an hour passes by. I go back to work and everything, and so somebody calls me and he's like, "Sorry, I'm the sales manager. We're just training that young lady." And I was like, "Really? Psychology? Okay, I see what you're trying to do here, but it's okay, whatever." And so he was like, "Yeah, we're just training her. We were able to lower the numbers for you. I understand you had lower numbers, but this is what we're willing to do." And he read me like the numbers, and I was like, "Sounds good, but it's still higher than what I had originally." And he was like, "Well, if you don't mind me asking, like, what are the numbers that you have? Because nobody beats me." And I was like, I can screenshot it to you and send it to you, my brother, because I'm done. I'm tired. You gonna beat this or not? Like, whatever. I'm gonna walk." But um, I sent it to him and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna work on it and I'm gonna call you back in 30 minutes. Or no, I'm gonna call you back, but will you answer the phone when I call?" And I was like, "Of course, I want the car. This is my car. God had blessed it. My dad had blessed it. I'm ready to get the car. The price just has to be right. Because there will be no sorrow with the blessing of the Lord." And so he called me back in 30 minutes. That's why I slipped up. And I was excited but calm because I was tired. I've been through so much heartbreak already. And so he calls back and he was like, "Listen, I've been working on this thing for 30 minutes and I was trying to figure out how they got it so low. And what they did was, unfortunately for you, they added all the rebates from Hyundai, the overall company, which you might not even qualify for some of them. Like, are you a first responder? Like, are you a recent college grad? And all those things. But they added up all of them. And so what would happen is when I go to pay for the car and they get the documents that they would need for me to have that rebate, it wouldn't go through and I would end up having to pay that anyway. And so I was like, understood, but I still want the price lower. And so it was amazing because my dad, on that day, Monday, he told me to send him the names and the numbers of the dealers, the two dealers that I was dealing with previous to this guy, because he didn't know about this guy because your girl is like doing a little thing on the side. But anyway, so I sent him their names and numbers, and so he was talking to the second guy, and he was like, "Listen, Rob." My dad gave him a fake name. My dad is crazy. Anyway, my dad sent me a text with like the bottom line price that the second dealership that I had already visited on the 7th. he gave me a final bottom line price. And so I said, well, unfortunately for you, I'm sorry, your girl has been doing her homework. And my dad, like, I got numbers lower from another company. So, you know, these are the new numbers. If you can beat these numbers, then, you know, we can talk. And he was like, girl, can I make any money off of this car? And I was like, no, because it is a gift from the Lord. Anyway, and so he said, what if I can only beat it by $40? I said, no, you better beat it by 100 or I'm walking. And he was like, girl, I'm working so hard and I haven't even met you. Can you come in tonight? Can you come in tonight for the car? And mind you, they're an hour away, so I was not going to go anywhere an hour away in little old Beulah, and I was tired and whatever, and God has been teaching me patience, so your girl is okay. And so I was like, no, I'm not coming in tonight, but I'll come in tomorrow. And I actually did have time to go in tomorrow because I had asked for the day off again, or switch my schedule so that I would have off on Tuesdays and work on Sundays, so that I would have a day free to do what I needed to do during the week. And they granted it. So I was like, I'll come in tomorrow actually. And he was like, okay, well, you better give me a gift because I've been working really hard. And I was like, all right. So later on, he calls me again. He was like, okay, I got the numbers. This is the lowest I can get it down. And I was like, that sounds pretty good. Sorry, I forgot where I was in the story. Oh, I said, yeah, but can you like send me like a list of everything that I would have to pay, like point by point by point? And he was like, I don't trust you. You're going to take it to another dealership and make them beat the number. And I was like, no. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm ready. I was ready to get the car on Saturday night. I was just upset that it wasn't for me at that time. But I'm okay because God's timing is best. And so I was like, yeah, I'm ready to get the car. Don't worry. And so he did. And I sent him a text message at night and I was like, listen, can you put a bow on the car? You know, because it is a gift from God. But I didn't tell him that part. I just said, please put a bow on the car. Anyway, so that night, on Monday night, I went to Target and I bought like a pair of black shoes and a jean jacket because, you know, your girl was going to pick up her car and she was ready and she had to dress the part because she was ready to enter into her chariot, you know, and take her home. And so I go to work. My coworkers, they know everything and they're like so excited for me and I'm excited and I'm like, I had a light day. I had an evaluation. So I did have to go to work on Tuesday, but I went. It was only 1 hour. Whatever. That's not a part of the story. So I went home. I showered. I put on my dress. I put on my shoes. I put on my jean jacket. And I head out. And I am singing, we're blessed in the cities. We're blessed in the fields. We're blessed when we come and when we go. I am jamming in the car because I know that this is going to be my car. And so I did remember that he wanted a gift and I wanted to give him a gift, of course, as well. And so I have these little books called Steps to Christ. And so that was going to be his gift. And I also had this little pamphlet that the title or the cover page says A Gift for You. And it like talks about God and a whole bunch of stuff. And it's just so beautiful. And so I was like, it's a gift for you. This is your gift. You wanted a gift. And I also wrote a note in it, like saying thank you for the car and that this is more than just me buying a car and hustling and haggling and whatever, but it was just, I thank him for being a part of the journey and being the method or the tool that God had used to bless me in this way. And that I knew that this was my car and I'm grateful. And yeah, so it was a little touchier than that. I can't even remember what I wrote. I was just inspired by the Holy Spirit. Anyway, so I go to the dealership, guys. And I will continue in the next video.